It's Saturday Night Live. It's Mark Pires. And it's Real Talk. Looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living. It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Real Talk. I'm back, and officially now everything says what it should. You should be able to hear my 4 clips from Donald Trump. That's 4 clips today from Donald J. Trump. But first and foremost, hi Isma, head over to YouTube, subscribe and ding the bell, guys. This is the show that goes every single night at 10:30 for hours, literally. The other day, we had so many people on that the show just kept going and going and going. And look, that's what I'm hoping. I think after 474 days, tomorrow's 475, guys. Who's going to tune in on day 475 in a row with me? That's not 475 Real Talks. No, that's 475 days in a row of Mark Pires Real Talk. Coming out here and letting the moment happen. We're going to do it again tonight. First and foremost, I think we got to get Donald Trump on. It's long overdue. He may be going to bed soon. It's 11:03. So let's see. Who's on with me? First of all, I want to say hello. I see you popping on. My man, Matt Blankenship. I love you, brother. Matt, listen to this. You're not going to believe this. Donald Trump calls in every day. And this is his call for the day. Let's see if we can get to it. Donald, are you there, Donald? Donald.
Mark.
Donald.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm doing great, too. I'm just getting ready for an evening of music on the BeatSeat.
You're tuning in?
Looking forward to it, Mark. I'll tell you, last night you were on fire.
Really?
Melania said so. She said, Donald, Mark is on fire tonight.
Love that.
Well, I just wanted to ask you if you could do me another favor. Do you think you can play a love song for Melania for me?
Sure.
I'm thinking if you play the song I Adore You, she'll really like it.
She likes that song?
I really like it too, Mark.
You do?
Melania, she had another request tonight. She wanted to know if you could play Love Me 2 times.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's some sort of underlying note. She's hoping that Donald J. Trump will love her 2 times tonight. Can you play The Doors?
Yeah.
Love Me 2 times?
I could do that.
I'd really enjoy that performance, Mark, and perhaps I can deliver some love notes to Melania.
Be great.
Listen, Mark, I've got to get going now.
Okay.
It's Big League. This is a Saturday night. We're getting ready to watch your program. We
Love
put
it.
on our pajamas, and we make some peppermint schnapps and watch Real Talk.
Love it.
Anyway, look, let me know what you think about Love Me 2 times, and I think I've got one too I'd like you to play. It's called Coronavirus Schmoronavirus. Dr. Fauci's gonna save the day. It's a new song by the Beatles. I don't know if you know who they are. They're pretty big in the 60s. Listen, Mark, I've got to get going now.
Okay.
But I will see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk. Melania, I'm coming. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk.
See you tomorrow,
God
Donald.
almighty. Can't even get through one Real Talk without her yelling at me.
No.
Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
I'll see you tomorrow, Donald. Holy cow, guys. This is what Donald J. Trump. He comes on every day, and then it's like, what is going on in the world with Donald J. Trump coming on my program? I hope you guys can join me. I have 3 more calls or things from Donald J. Trump. I do have a very interesting piece of content you may be interested in seeing. Everyone's been calling Trump a racist lately. They say that, you know, it's not the Chinese flu, it's not the Chinese virus, although they are saying now it came from a virus, it came from a lab. It came from a lab. But anyway, I found this footage. This was, I think, a little side, again, B footage. I'm getting a lot of it. And check this one out.
Now, I understand you have a question?
Yes. Why do you keep calling it the Chinese flu and the Fluhan?
Well, look, it's Fluhan because it came from Wuhan. And let's be honest, if Xi was more open and honest about what happened there, we could have saved lives. You know, he's been a real Xi-hole, if you ask me. President Xi-hole. I don't like Xi-holes, so I'm not that impressed with President Xi. I might call him a Xi-hole to his face.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Xi, it's Donald J. Trump. Look, you know, you've been a real Xi-hole. I've got a problem with you, President Xi. You haven't been open and honest. Honestly, you've been kind of a Xi-hole, if you ask me. What a G-hole. Patience, how are you? So good to see you. A G-hole. It's a new thing I came up with. Come up with a few things on the show the last couple weeks, just real comic gold. Like, okay, think about the other one, the Cuomo-over. Andrew Cuomo? Yeah, I got a Cuomo-over. Yeah, look, we're doing all right in New York. We got to continue to do the same things if we want to. Oh, really? This is like every single show, this computer needs to be restarted mid-program. But you know what? This is the world we live in. I'm going to watch that again while we get this fixed. I think it's worth a look because the G-hole comment. Check this out.
Now, I understand you have a question?
Yes, why do you keep calling it the Chinese flu and the flu
Well,
Han?
look, it's Fluhan because it came from Wuhan. And let's be honest, if Xi was more open and honest about what happened there, we could have saved lives. You know, he's been a real Xi-hole, if you ask me. President Xi-hole. I don't like Xi-holes, so I'm not that impressed with President Xi. I might call him a Xi-hole to his face.
The Fluhan. Yes, Patience. I came up with Fluhan a few weeks ago as well. Because everyone says it's the Chinese flu. It's the Wuhan flu. I said, no, it's the Fluhan. The Fluhan. It came from Wuhan, and it's the flu. You know I like to make things short and sweet. The Fluhan. Big League. I'm thinking about calling Joe Biden. Ask him what he thinks of Fluhan as an official name for the flu. I'm sleepy Joe Biden. I'm taking a nap. Taking a nap. Sleepy Joe. It's Donald J. Trump. Did you hear what I came up with, Joe? No, what's that, Donald? The Fluhan. What do you think? Well, that's insensitive, Donald. I don't think so. It came from China. If it comes from China, walks like China, it's a China. It's the Fluhan from China. And if you have a problem with that, Joe, I'll see you at the Coffers in November against Dick Facce. Who's Dick Facce? You don't know who Dick Facce is? You better watch out, Joe. He's coming for your slot. He's gonna take you off your perch, mostly 'cause you don't even know you have a perch. You don't even know you're awake, do you, Joe? Joe, hello? Yep, that's you. You're Joe. I'm Donald. How's Jill doing? Melania, she's right over here with Baron. They're getting ready for bed. We're on Hawaii time, big league. Well, I'm actually going down to Mar-a-Lago, considering quarantining in the golf course. How you doing on quarantine? Very good. Doing great. Shot a 79 last night. What? Yeah, I'm quarantined on Mar-a-Lago. Nobody else, just me. I'm on the golf course. What do I think about Jesus? Austin asked me. What do I think about Jesus? Like, are you really asking me what I think about Jesus? I think Jesus was a holy man. I think there have been a lot of holy men. I think that holy people come in every generation. I think that there is not necessarily a Jesus in every generation, but there are people that are born into every generation that are meant to bring light to others in order to show them the way. Because honestly, something that was written 2,000 years ago is just outdated, and everything in our lives changes. And I think the concept of Jesus is beautiful. I think the concept of a lot of the love-based perspective within religion is beautiful. I just don't like when people categorize and say, well, if you don't do this, you can't, and if you don't, you can't, and you're not, because those things aren't accurate. That's not, these are man-made, these are written by men, okay? Search your soul. Your soul tells you one thing. It really, truly doesn't matter. I said this, and maybe, and I don't mean to offend anybody when I say this, because I want everybody, and hopefully you take this from what I'm about to say. But every single person believes something, and that is what I want. I want you, Austin, to believe in Jesus. I believe in everything. I believe in Jesus. I believe in Allah. I believe in all of it, because I think what it really is a feeling. Hold on, let me shut this off. Sorry. What I believe it is a feeling. Religion is a feeling. So when someone from a different faith has a problem with another person because they don't believe the same thing, I think that's a faulty religion, because the true essence of a religion should be, this is what we believe. We would love for you to be a part of it, but if you're not, our hearts are open. We're open for you to come and join us, but we're not going to close ourselves off to you and tell us that you don't exist and that you're not good enough to be and you can't get someplace if you don't believe this specific thing, because that's not accurate. It's not. I'm sorry. And I think that in general, what happens is how you treat people is how you are remembered at the end. And I also think we're judged mostly by those in the existence we live, how the people around us feel about us when we go. It's less about somebody who lived 2,000 years ago and them judging you in some cloud. It's not like that. It's the people and the ones you interact with in your life that place you where you are going afterwards. Think about it. How many times has someone left this earth too early and you have a pounding in your heart, a love in your heart for that person that's gone? They're gone. But you're feeling passion and love for them. That's an energetic value right there that you're delivering. Think about the other side. Someone you can't stand. Someone that was mean to you. Someone that hurt others. And that person goes and you have a different feeling. You're like, good, that person shouldn't be here with other good people who don't want to be harmed. Two different feelings. That person's being judged, even though you shouldn't, but everyone around you has a feel at time. But there are a lot of scriptures that are not in the book that we are delivered by the church and there are a lot of things that have been taken out because they made Jesus seem more human than he was in the scriptures. To me, I never understood that. I would prefer to know that he was human and that he lived like we did. He was just like nobly holy. He was just giving of himself, and he lived and he died just like everybody else. And that to me is more realistic than saying that this one person that existed in the history of time. I think that it's the same thing as why, if you think about it, why religions have a problem with the UFO situation and possibly life on other planets, anything like that. It doesn't make sense why you should have a problem with life becoming real. Something that was written 2,000 years ago. It's just, they were like, oh, no one knows. We could just say this. We could just say that. And now, you look back at some of these things, and I said something, that was, my wife got mad at me for saying this, but I said, I want to take all of the songs that are at the church, because we still go, I bring my kids, and I go there, and I do believe in a lot of the messages. And again, it's who's delivering the message. If I'm getting the guy up at the front, the priest who doesn't have any heart, I'm sorry, I just can't connect. But if I got someone up there who's putting themselves out there and connecting with me, absolutely, I'm getting something from that sermon. And when I go to these, to this mass every time I go, it's just like the music just is like, just so depressing. Who the heck is not completely depressed when they go to church and hear the music that's being played? Like, what? Why can't you just bring some life into it? Turn a minor into a major, or whatever the heck that is. Just give me something with some happiness. I thought about it. I was like, I want to recreate the Our Father, the Hail Mary, all of them in a positive light musically. I don't know, guys. It doesn't make sense to me how if there's glory within your religion, if there's something passionate that's there, why are you depressing it? I don't know. I just feel like that's my perspective on it. But here's the bigger takeaway, Austin. I want people to feel something, and whatever you feel, I'm good with. If someone is connecting with Allah, okay, and I connect with Jesus, or I connect with Gaia, the universe, I think it's an energy thing. That's really what I think. I think that at the end of the day, we are energy. We affect each other based on our actions. And I truly believe the more you do for others in a positive manner, the more you get in your life of soul-fillment. I'm writing about this in my book, soul-fillment. It's filling your soul with kind gestures and actions. And that is what you need to do, because that is what you will have to remember, what will put you in a good position to be happy, is what I think. The more you do that, the happier you'll be. but we're energy, okay? And if you treat someone great, your positivity grows. If you hurt people, you diminish that potential energy going forward into your next life, whatever that is. If that next life is into the universe, if that next life is you're a bird, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what happens beyond. No one does. What's more realistic than anything is that nothing happens. We're energy, we just dissipate and we become something, but it's not what we are now. That's more realistic. But because no one's ever been able to say, this is what happens afterwards, this is where we go, this is what we do, you know, with that much certainty that in the history of time, no one has answers, there's a reason, you know, we live, we get this opportunity to do something amazing here. We really do. We get this opportunity to do something 100% like amazing. And it's up to us whether or not we want to step up and experience life. And I really pray, I truly believe at the end of the day that there is something connecting us all. That's what brings me to you guys on a daily basis. I would not be here if something was not pushing me from behind. Okay, standing behind me saying the world needs this, Mark. Okay, so let me see what my man Austin says. In the Bible, Jesus says that he is the way, the truth, and the life, and no one gets to the Father except through him. What do you think of that? I'll tell you exactly what I think of that. What Jesus meant by that is okay, what I think he meant by this is this. First of all, there's a lot of things that he said that I think we took differently than he really meant. This one here I'm going to slide to, but let me get to it secondly. The first one I'm thinking of is when he said stuff like this, I am the way, the truth, the life. The light, I thought he said. Was it life? And no one gets to the Father except through me. See, I think that's what he said. Here's the thing. What he also said, and they took out of the Bible, was that you don't need to go to church to find him. You don't need to be in a church in order to connect with him. He's everywhere. And that's the thing that I took away and why I probably stopped going regularly when I was younger, because I knew my church was the world. I'm creating real change in the world, affecting real positive change in the world. I'm doing the work of God, however you call it. You can call it Jesus, you can call it Allah, you can call it Jehovah, whatever you want to call it. I'm doing the work of that person, that spiritual being, okay? And it doesn't get done in a church with me keeping my mouth closed and listening to other people that have no passion. That's it. I'm not going to waste my life listening to stories that were written 2,000 years ago when there's life going on out there that I could affect. And at the end of it, I will be judged on my actions. I'll be judged based on my ability to be me. And I think that that's what Jesus said when he said the only way to the Father is through me. He meant it's through me. The only way to the Father, the only way to heaven is through me. Say that to yourself, Austin. The only way, the truth, the light, the only way to the Father is through me. Everyone's always looking out for answers. Everyone's always looking out to connect with that essence of God that's out there. God's in you. God is in each and every one of us, just waiting to connect. You don't connect with God out there. You connect with God within. So, I am the way, the truth, and the light. The only way to the Father is through me. Does that make sense? And you are. We are all God's children. That is what I think he meant to say above all when he said, I am the son of God. I think he said something like that, right? Didn't he, Austin? I am the son of God. You know what he meant by that? I'm the son of God. Austin, you're the son of God. And Mary, you're the daughter of God. And Bill over there that changes tires, guess what? Yep, he's the son of God too. We are all the children of God. We are all connected to the essence of God. But that essence is not out there. It's not in a church. I think if the scriptures were complete the way they were when they were written originally, it would say something like this. God is within you. You have to first connect with that in order to find what your purpose is in life. I mean, really, your passion is God, okay? Think about that, like, above all. Your passion for everything is God. And if you could connect with your passion, you start to get closer to God. You start to understand you, yourself, your potential. But it's most certainly not the way it's pictured in a book from 2,000 years ago. Search your soul. Listen to it. Your heart is where the way, the truth, and the life. It starts with me, with you, everybody. It starts with us. It's not in like a brick building where you're throwing quarters into like some tithing thing. Again, if I am in there and I'm inspired by someone, I will sit there for days, Austin. I have one priest in my life that I completely connected with. And he winds up being my second cousin through marriage now. So in a way, there absolutely is a Jesus. There absolutely is a God. There absolutely is an Allah. There absolutely is a Gaia. There absolutely is a universe. I mean, it is all there. I just think we get confused and we call it different things. What we call Jesus and someone else calls Allah and someone else calls... Everybody has that feeling, that savior that they believe in. Okay, and what we should really be doing is championing the people who feel that. When someone feels that for Allah, I'm happy for them. When someone feels that for Jesus, I'm thrilled for them. When someone feels that, here's another thing. When someone, because I know a lot of people who are atheists, when someone's an atheist and they feel the same way about their atheism as I do about my faith and as you do about Jesus, good for them. Okay? Because if we all feel what the religion is meant to make us feel, isn't that what matters? It's not what you think that matters. It's not what I think that matters. It's that we think. It's that we have a feeling that makes us feel great. The idea in history that you were persecuted for your religious beliefs and you couldn't believe certain things because you would get killed or maimed or whatever, and you had to live a life that wasn't yours, is the bigger problem. So I don't know. Does this make any sense? We've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Everyone. Everyone, Austin. Everyone. Everyone. So if we know for certain that we're human, okay, and we're here in order to do something, right? Aren't we? Don't you think that we have a purpose here? We're not supposed to be sheep. We're not supposed to follow. We're supposed to lead. We're supposed to help people find the light. Now, I think the problem is our world has changed so much now. And there's no going back, first of all. But secondly, with the information that's there, it's hard now to make statements and claims based on a scripture that's 2,000 years old when you have scientific fact and when you have different things that can lead you to an actual conclusion based on, facts rather than something that was created out of thin air or out of belief. Look, we have a lot of things that we do out of belief, and that's a great thing. We should have belief, but we should also use our common sense and our heart, because a lot of times things were created in order to keep us in line, not for us to thrive and become. And at the end of the day, what I can tell you is this: whatever you believe, Austin, whatever anybody believes, it is a wonderful thing that you believe. And I'll also say that although I'm a bit unorthodox because I'm more about creating positivity myself, generating my own positivity, trying to affect positive change here and connect with people. And it's not in a religious manner. That's the difference. But here's the one thing I want to say to you, Austin, and you tell me what you think about this. 2,000 years ago in the Bible, they used words like good and evil, right? Now, 2,000 years later, I'm using words like positive and negative. Same thing, just different definitions for the same exact thing. Positivity can be considered good. Negativity can be considered evil, bad. Nicole, how are you? So at the end of the day, the words are different, but the people are the same. The actions are the same. And when you say, oh, that person was evil 2,000 years ago, I say that person's negative. You say that person's a negative person, or maybe they're not a nice person. The words are a little different. They're a little different. But we haven't changed as people. We're still the same. We just have more knowledge. We're more educated than we were. And when you find out, here's the other thing. 2,000 years ago, whatever, 1,900 years ago, there were a few religions. There were only a few religions. Maybe there were a lot, I don't know. But now the amount of religions out there, and then on top of that, the knowledge behind it, that people can now do research and try to, research Buddhism, they can research Judaism, they can research Catholicism, and they can actually go and try to figure things out that they actually really connect to. This is the one thing that I think is the religious freedom is what we should all have the opportunity to take advantage of, is to believe what we want. And then on top of that is if you can get to that feeling that religion can make you feel when you're connected, good for you. Just don't go out there and tell people what they should believe. And if you don't believe that, you're not going to heaven, because I think that's the wrong message. And any religion that says that wrote that. That's not a God thing. God would not say to you, and maybe if you look at some of the Old Testament stuff, he was a pretty ruthless God, but in general, God would not say to you that you can't, I'm not going to let you do that. I don't know. This is like, why did I get into religion, Austin? I hate talking about religion because I have no interest in debating religion at all. Like, I just want people to have a faith. That's my perspective. Have a faith. God bless you. And if you have a faith, then you are one step closer than the people that don't. Because I think at the end of the day, if you have a faith, that means you are a positive person, or you're willing to do good because you're afraid of the potential of doing bad. I think that's a lot of what religion has been for some people, is it keeps the bad people in line. The good people just are like extremely good because of it, which is great. But I just feel like at the end of the day, we're here to love. We're here to connect. And if I had a religion and someone said, yeah, I just don't like that religion, I'd be like, good for you. Well, listen, my heart's open to you. And if you ever want to come and join, we're open. We're open to it. And I think I always do this, and this is maybe my problem, Austin, is I put myself into people's shoes. I put myself into the shoes of what someone else is thinking. And I think that's probably what I would say. I'm always feeling like, what is the kind thing to do? The kind thing to me wouldn't be, I spite you now because you didn't believe in me and now you can't find your way to heaven, even though you were a really good person. Here's the one thing that I never understood. Maybe there's a scripture that can tell me why this happened. My father used to bring this one up. He goes, so if the only way is through Jesus, if the only way is the truth, the light is through Jesus, then what about that kid in India who's born in India, doesn't even know who Jesus is, goes his whole life knowing about whatever, the seven-armed snake, whatever, he goes through his whole life, doesn't even know who Jesus is, but he's a great kid, great young adult, does great for people. He goes out and he gives of his heart to the world. Nope, sorry, you can't come to heaven, seven-armed snake believer, because you didn't believe in Jesus. Now, can you just explain to me, how does that work? Like, how does that person get expelled? Are they allowed in? Because again, I think it comes down to our actions. It comes down to the way we treat people and what we do for others. And if it comes down to the fact that I just believed and that you get there because you just believed, that I don't think it carries any weight. I think it's more about your actions towards others. That's just my belief. I don't know. Let's see if you say something else here about it. The Bible teaches they were created out of thin air. No, I don't think anything from the Bible is created out of thin air. I just think that it's kind of, and then here's the other thing I always had a problem with is these are words and stories that were written, was it 92 years after Jesus died? Something like that. Like, that's crazy. Kobe, what's up, my brother? That to me was something I never really could understand is how that time can go by. You know what I mean? And then you could write it like it's fresh. Think about that. 2008, right? 2008, some guy walks around this earth, does some really cool things. And 92 years later in the year 2100, someone's like, hey, I heard a few stories. Let me write them down. We're going to call it the Bible. And now people are going to follow it for 2,000 years. They're going to follow it word for word. They're going to listen to those words. They're going to fight and kill each other over those words. This is my biggest problem with religion. This is why I stepped away, my friend, is I feel like it is about heart, love, energy. It's not about who is right. That is where we all are wrong. It's not about that. Nobody's right. Nobody is right. It's about feeling love. That's the only truth. And if everybody in this world could feel love, the religion is pointless. It's the love we're reaching for. The religion was trying to get us to feel the love. Oh, well, look, if you do it this way, this is the way, the truth, the light is by being good to people, kindness and sharing and gratitude and giving, right? That's all positivity. That's all doing things for others. That's all filling your hole, what I call soul fulfillment. So that's all it is. We're here just to, fill our souls with good. And I call it positivity. 2,000 years ago, they called it good and evil, positivity and negativity. Again, these are just thoughts that I've had here in the 474 days. But this show has never been religious. It's not religious now at all. I'm saying, look, if you believe that Judaism is the religion, then Judaism is the religion. If Austin believes that Jesus Christ is the Savior and the Son of God and the second coming, then that is exactly who he is. If somebody over there believes that the seven-armed snake is the one that gave them their life, because that's what they were born into and they don't know who Jesus is, now maybe they'll learn. That'll be great. So maybe they'll learn who something else is. But oh, I know. I wish so too, buddy. Oh, well, that's interesting then. So he's saying that he's heard all these things before. That's good to me because I always wondered that one. That was one I was curious about. Like, how the heck do you make that connection? Listen, I want to play this quickly. We have a few people on right now. This is Donald Trump from today. I just need to lighten this up a little bit. We're going to get away from the politics and the religion. That's 33 minutes and 33 seconds of something we shouldn't be talking about at all. But I'm glad I looked down at 3333. That's my favorite set of numbers. Here we go. This is the Donald Trump clip from today. Donald, are you there? Donald?
Mark.
Donald.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, except got this.
Fantastic. I'm doing great, too. I'm just getting ready for an evening of music on the BeatSeat. Looking forward to it,
You're tuning
Mark.
in?
I'll tell you, last night you were on fire. Really? Melania said so. She said, Donald, Mark is on fire tonight. Well, I just wanted to ask you if you could do me another favor.
What's that?
Do you think you can play a love song for Melania for me?
Sure.
I'm thinking if you play the song I Adore You, she'll really like it.
Yeah, I could do that.
I really like it too, Mark. Melania, she had another request tonight. She wanted to know if you could play Love Me 2 times.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's some sort of underlying note. She's hoping that Donald J. Trump will love her 2 times tonight. Can you play to The Doors? Love Me 2 times?
Yes, I could do
I'd
that.
really enjoy that performance, Mark, and perhaps I can deliver some love notes to Melania. Listen, Mark, I've got to get going now. It's a big league. This is a Saturday night. We're getting ready to watch your program. We put on our pajamas and we make some peppermint schnapps and watch Real Talk.
What?
Anyway, look, let me know what you think about Love Me 2 times, and I think
it.
I've got one too I'd like you to play. It's called Coronavirus Schmoronavirus. Dr. Fauci's gonna save the day. It's a new song by the Beatles. I don't know if you know who they are. They're pretty big in the 60s. Listen, Mark, I've gotta get going now. But I will see you tomorrow.
Long title.
Melania, I'm coming. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk. God almighty. Can't even get through one Real Talk without her yelling at me. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Wow. So that's Donald for you. And I'm going to quickly play you this other bit I found. This was something that just came through the email. It was sent to me. Check this out.
Now, I understand you have a question?
Yes, why do you keep calling it the Chinese flu and the flu
Well,
hot?
look, it's Fluhan because it came from Wuhan. And let's be honest, if Xi was more open and honest about what happened there, we could have saved lives. You know, he's been a real Xi-hole, if you ask me. President Xi-hole. I don't like Xi-holes, so I'm not that impressed with President Xi. I might call him a Xi-hole to his face.
All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to get a little BeatSeat music going. You guys up for that? I think we had more than enough conversation about religion. Seriously. And Austin, I appreciate it. Maybe one of these days we will have that conversation together and see how it goes, because it's worth talking about. Like I said, I don't have any issues with anybody who feels. I just want you to feel something, all right? Let's do this. Let's play you a little music, okay? Now, I think Donald said he wanted to hear Love Me 2 Times. Did you hear that? He asked me to play Love Me 2 Times. So this is the BeatSeat down here. I think I need to tune her a little bit just so we're good. So we're going to play Love Me 2 Times for Donald J. Trump. And here's a little hint. He's going to call in afterwards. That's something that I've been waiting to do for about 40 minutes now. My man Jay! All right, here we go. Love me 2 times, baby. Love me twice today. Love me 2 times, girl. I'm blown away. Love me 2 times, girl. One for tomorrow, one just for today. Love me 2 times. I'm blown away. Love me 1 time. Could not speak. Love me 2 times. My knees gone weak. Love me 2 times, girl. Left me all through the week. Love me 2 times, and I'm blown away. Love me 2 times, I'm blown away. Love me 2 times, and I'm blown away. Love Me 2 Times by The Doors. A little something something there. Oh, wait a second. I think we may have. Is that Donald J. Trump calling back?
Now, I understand you have...
Hold on a second. Is that Donald? Donald, you calling back?
Hi, Mark. That was the most amazing Love Me Two times I've ever heard.
You liked it?
Almost as good as the time I was in New Haven, Connecticut and saw Jim Morrison get kicked off the stage during his performance.
You were
at the
there?
Toad's Place.
You went to that one?
Big league. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for playing that for me, and we're still staying tuned to see if you're going to play the others.
Anytime.
Have a great
buddy.
night. Talk to you soon.
Oh, my goodness. Can you believe that? Donald J. Trump calling back to thank me for playing Love Me Two times. Now, I guess he wants me to play the other one. He wanted me to play a song I wrote called I Adore You for Melania. For Melania. We're playing it for Melania, Mark. I need you to play it for Melania so she can go to bed. And sleepy, sleepy, buddy bye. Go to bed, Melania, so I can stay up and watch sports. I'm watching replays of the 1986 Olympics when Dick Facce was commentating. Oh, hurry up. Oh, Melania, grab the popcorn. I think Mark is playing your favorite song, I Adore You. Come back over, Melania. Can you throw some Junior Mints into the popcorn? I like the way it tastes together. If you had some goobers, we could do that too. But anyway, okay. Sit down, Melania. He's starting. I wonder if this is I Adore You. Stand on the ground, dancing around. So smooth is the sound when you're around me. It's the way that I feel when I look in your eyes. The way I know everything's gonna be alright. I adore you, I adore you. I adore you, I adore you, I adore you. I know that I've been loving you. I feel like my heart runs away, and I will not be afraid. I know my part, and I will not be alone. 'Cause I adore you. I adore you. I adore you. Stand on the moon. I'll see you soon. Don't be afraid. My arms are laid down by your side. It's the way that I feel when I look in your eyes. The way I know everything's gonna be alright. I adore you. I adore you. I I know that I've been missing you. I feel like my heart runs away, and I will not be afraid. 'cause I adore you, 'cause I adore you. I adore you, I adore you, I adore you. You, Sir Junior, how are you, my friend? Promise by Ben Howard, I don't know, but I can write you a song right now called Promise. You want to create a song in real time called Promise? Let's do it. We're going to create a song in real time called Promise because Hooser Jr. over here on Periscope asked me to play a song called Promise by a guy named Ben Howard. I don't know it. So we're going to make up a song called Promise by Mark Pires in real time on Real Talk. Promise. Okay, let me think of what I should. I need something pretty for a song called Promise. Okay, how about third fret? It's Saturday night, Real Talk, getting down on 11:49. Whose song said, can you play a song about a song called Promise? I don't know, but I'll try. I promise to hold you dear and near until the sun rises and falls each day. Everything I want, everything I need, and promise to you. I promise to you. And when you open your eyes each day, I try to make you smile and make the world turn around and round for you and see that amazing smile you got. It's all I want to see. Oh, so I promise to you, I promise I'll do what I gotta do. Yeah. Oh, I promise I'll. Promises, actions speak louder than words. So I say, no promises, and ignoring promises. I said, and then actions speak louder than words. I said, I'm listen to promises, and actions louder than words. We're making up a song in real time about a promise that my man who's all asked me to play in real time on Real Talk. Yeah. It's what I do best, make up songs, get it gone, let's get down, let's make it something we can sing. Yeah. I promise that I'm always gonna give you everything. Oh, and my man Kobe said hello. I gotta say hello to my boy. Kobe, oh, on my outside window, this man who saw said, can you play a song called Promise by a young man named Ben Howard? But I never heard of this song or this young man, so I said, how about we write a song instead called Promises by Mark Pires in real time. You're on Real Talk. That's what we do every single day. We're writing songs. Just give me a topic and we'll get into it. I promise it. I promise you. I promise no until I'm blue in the face. And I hope you're taking. That was for you, my man, Hossein Husar. Listen, seriously, come on, guys. Give me a couple topics here. Dude was like, play me a song called Promise by Ben Howard. I don't know who the hell that is, okay? But I wrote a song called Promises just now. Give me another topic. Let's write some songs. It's Saturday Night Live. It's Saturday Night Live. Share this with your pages, people. Okay, my man, I see my man Michael's on. Michael, you rock, buddy. Thank you for sharing this with your page. You are the man. You know what? At the end of the day, guys, this show grows when you open it up to your world. Just keep that in mind. If you like what's going on here and you don't share it, you're kind of doing a disservice to the Real Talk program. So, wait a second. I have to play you something because I think Donald Trump was supposed to call back.
That was the
Hold on, Donald. Did he call? Because I played I Adore You. Donald.
Oh, my goodness, Mark. I adore you.
You do?
Holy cow.
Thank you.
What's that, Melania?
I adore you.
Did you hear her? She said that she adores you, Mark. She wanted to thank you personally for playing that song. It meant a lot to us in our love life. It meant a lot to the Donald. Anyway, I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk. Thanks for playing that.
Anytime,
Have a
Donald.
good night.
Have a good night. It's doing a lot for his love life when I played I Adore You for Melania. Guys, we're here to bring joy to people, and if that happens to be the President of the United States and his wife, then job well done, Real Talk. That's all I'm saying. De Niro? Really? Hey, I gotta work on De Niro, because the only thing I do of De Niro is his look. I'm gonna work on some De Niro. We did Pacino last night. I had Pacino out. I was doing Pacino for a while. I was like, oh, let's do some Pacino. What if we did Harvey Keitel and Pacino? Mr. Blue, it's Harvey Keitel. He almost sounds like Yogi Bear. All right, I'm going to play you guys something here that you know. How about that? How about Donald eating his McDonald's burger? That's Kobe. He wants to hear me sing Donald eating his McDonald's burger. I smell comedy gold here, Jacob. Kobe, my man. Let's see. Donald Trump eating his McDonald's burger. All right, I got something brewing.
My name is Donald J. Trump. And you may think it's a myth, but it's not. I like McDonald's. In fact, sometimes I will just rent out the entire establishment for an afternoon so I could make myself a Big Mac. That's right, big league. When you are Donald J. Trump, you could say, there's a McDonald's. I think I'm just going to take it over for a little while. Could you get the Secret Service by in the back to see if you can go in there and get me a chicken nugget? And get me a large Diet Coke. Cause I'm Donald Trump and I like to eat cheeseburgers from McDonald's. I'm Donald Trump, big league, and I like McDonald's burgers, yeah. But when Kobe challenged me to sing a song about McDonald's burgers, I had to do it as Donald J. Trump. And if we meet at the next McDonald's, we're gonna see if we can do a debate there. Maybe they'll have Sleepy Joe Biden come by. Hey Joe, do you want to come by McDonald's? That's right, Joe's sleeping. But I never sleep. In fact, I've been taking diet pills since I got in office so I can be trim and fit and I can sleep for an hour and 15 minutes a night. Big league, big league. Can I have another McDonald's burger? Thank you. I really love my McDonald's. Oh, we're winning, big league. I am at the McDonald's here on the corner of McDonald's and McDonald's. Who else has one? Nobody. It's all mine. Big league. Big league, I am the McDonald's. I'm the McBurglar. I'm the McBurglar, Donald J. Trump. Oh, Tommy, would you like some burgers? Too bad. I burgled them from you. Big league. Michael, thank you. I'm just messing around, my friend. Big league, oh my goodness, McBurgled. Oh my goodness, you've been burgled by Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump, we're now in the rhythm, in the blues. It just turned 12 o'clock midnight, Mark. What are you doing? It's April 19th and you're still going live? I sure am, Donald. That's what I do here. I don't know if you should do that. I think you should probably hang it up for the night because Melania is going to sleep now. You know, she likes to watch every moment, and if you can't stay alive while she's awake, you should just stop now. Just stop now for the Donald. Can you do that for me, please? Sorry, Donald, I can't. This is the show that never ends. Show that never ends. Yeah, yeah. Donald Trump went down to the Mickey D's. He walked in and they said, oh my God, that guy has some sort of skin disease. Cause his face is so peachy, it's so orange and looks like he just left the golf course 10 minutes ago. I probably did. Guys, this is not fake and bake. Big league. I have a tanning bed, and it's right in the Oval Office, actually. I go into the Oval Office, I'm like, Melania, I'll just need about 15 minutes in my tanning bed. Big league. Guys, we're creating a song in real time about Donald Trump getting McDonald's burgers. Because, guys, this is what we do here. I'm asking you to give me topics and we're writing songs. 7 seconds, I'm leaving you guys an Insta. Head over to YouTube, subscribe and ding the bell. It's officially been an hour. 59 minutes and 50 seconds here for all of us people. Yeah, we just lost Insta. Hopefully those people will join us over on the YouTube page. I would love for you guys to follow me over on YouTube as well. Just type that in on YouTube and I'll see you there. So let's make another song up. Who has another topic for me? Oh, Pacino. Hey, Michael, look, I'm going to go down. See, Pacino's had different phases. He's almost like, do you guys remember, I used to think there were 3 different versions. Okay, do you remember Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
You had Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Hold on, let me get rid of the trumpet here.
Oh my goodness.
You had Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Then you had Christian Slater. Hi, I'm Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And be like, hey, I'm Jonathan Taylor Thomas. What's up, guys? And then you had Christian Slater. Hey, guys, what's up? It's Christian Slater. And you're like, oh, wow. So you got like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, then Christian Slater. Yeah, I was in Gleaming the Cube. You remember? And then all of a sudden you got H-Jack. It's like each person is like going towards Jack Nicholson. If you think about that, just think about it. Christian Slater is 3 steps from being Jack Nicholson. Just something I thought of once. What else do we got here, guys? What do you want to hear? I'm going to play one more song, okay? Unless this number grows. If it grows, then we'll be here all night. It's up to you guys. Shapes minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. My hand was made strong by the end of the almighty. We follow in this generation, or triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? These songs of freedom. 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from anti-slavery, but none but ourselves can free our minds. Oh, have no fear for atomic energy, no, 'cause none of them can stop the time. But how long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Whoa. They say it's just a part of it that we've got to fulfill. Won't you help to say these songs of freedom? These songs of freedom. 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song, yeah, redemption song, redemption song. Redemption song. I don't know, I've been playing that lately, even though I don't know how to play very well. So I think what I'm going to do here, guys, it's been an hour and 5, and it's always great playing here. I'd love to just do an all-nighter with you guys, but I am going to get some work done. I got other stuff to do. So So I'm gonna, not that this isn't important. You know how important this is to me. But I got a lot of stuff I need to actually do right now that I can't talk about. Plus, I'm writing the book. I hope when we get on next time, we can get a ton of people here with us and we can write some more music together. I see a day in the future where we have so many people on and everyone's interacting and we're creating really cool songs together. But I'm just going to say goodnight to you with this. And remember, tomorrow I'll be back for day 475 in a row for Sunday night, 475 in a row. I always play this the same way. I'm going to do it a little differently tonight. Okay, ready? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. No, 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 hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh yeah, said listen, pretty baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on feet someday. Don't matter if you do. It's understood. You ain't got no money. You just ain't no good. Well, I guess if you say so. Got to pack my bags and go hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no, no. Whoa, 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 hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no. Whoa, 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 hit the road, yeah, yeah. So you hit the road. Hit the road. Hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. Going back. Won't you come back? Hit the road, Jack. Won't you come? Won't you wait out on the road, Jack? Running back. Won't you take only home? Yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. I'm unplugging that. Because I am tired. Guys, I'll tell you, that really took a lot out of me the other day. The 5 hour and 46-minute show really beat the heck out of me. I'm going to play this one more time because I think it was really one of the funniest things we did today is this right here.
Now, I understand you have a question?
Yes, why do you keep calling it the Chinese flu and the flu
Well,
hot?
look, it's Fluhan because it came from Wuhan. And let's be honest, if Xi was more open and honest about what happened there, we could have saved lives. You know, he's been a real Xi-hole, if you ask me. President Xi-hole. I don't like Xi-holes, so I'm not that impressed with President Xi. I might call him a Xi-hole to his face.
That would be pretty funny to see him call President Xi a Xi-hole. You know, President Xi, I just want you to know how much of a Xi-hole you are. You could have saved the world a lot of grief if you just weren't such a Xi-hole. But you're a Xi-hole, and now you've got to live with it. So, I will see you guys tomorrow on the next Real Talk. Send your comments in, send your topics in, song requests. Tomorrow's day 475 in a row. Join me here at 10:30 p.m. It's Mark Pires. And it's Real Talk. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in.